think of Africa. What comes to mind? For too long, the picture has been incomplete. Vast landscapes, wildlife, and often a narrative of challenges. But a seismic shift is underway. While the world watches elsewhere, Africa is building. Not just buildings, but continents of possibility. Giant arteries of trade. Digital highways in the sky. A green energy revolution on a scale you cannot imagine. This isn't just progress. This is a total transformation. Forget everything you thought you knew. Here are 6 megaprojects rewriting Africa's future. Right now. Let's start with a force of nature being harnessed like never before. The mighty Congo River. It carves through the heart of Africa with a power that is almost mythical. At the Inga Falls, the river drops nearly 100 meters. The water here doesn't just flow. It thunders. For decades, engineers have dreamed of tapping this raw power. That dream is the Grand Inga Dam. If completed, it would be the largest hydropower project on the planet. We are talking about a potential output of over 40,000 megawatts. To put that in perspective, that's nearly double the output of China's Three Gorges Dam. It's enough electricity to power entire nations. Not just the Democratic Republic of Congo, but South Africa, Nigeria, Egypt, and beyond. The vision is a pan-African power grid. A network where clean, Congolese electricity powers homes in Cairo and industries in Accra. It would connect over a dozen countries. This isn't just about powering light bulbs. It's about powering potential. Imagine the factories that could run. The schools and hospitals that would never be in the dark. The businesses open all night. The environmental argument is powerful. This is clean, renewable energy at a staggering scale. But the challenges are as deep as the river itself. The cost is astronomical, potentially over $80 billion. The environmental and social impact on local communities is a serious concern. Political instability in the region casts a long shadow. Yet the dream persists. Because the reward, a continent powered by its own clean energy, is a game changer. Grand Inga is a symbol, a testament to Africa's vast, untapped potential. It's the ultimate what-if project. And what if is a powerful place to start. Now, let's move from the flow of energy to the flow of goods. Picture a single railway line, starting at the Indian Ocean port of Mombasa, Kenya, stretching inland through bustling Nairobi, across the vast savanna, all the way to Kampala, Uganda, then onward to Kigali, Rwanda, and finally to the Democratic Republic of Congo. This is the East African Railway Network. It's replacing a colonial-era, slow, narrow-gauge line with a modern standard-gauge marvel. This is more than just tracks and trains. It is a backbone. For decades, moving cargo from Mombasa to Kampala was a logistical nightmare. It could take over a week by road. With delays, breakdowns, and staggering costs. The new railway cuts that journey to less than 2 days. Containers move with efficiency and predictability. The economic effect is immediate. The cost of transporting a container from Mombasa to Nairobi has already plummeted. Farmers get their goods to port faster. Businesses can rely on timely supplies. New towns are springing up along the route. But the vision is bigger than Kenya or Uganda. This railway is the first segment of a grand design. A design that links landlocked nations to the sea. It turns Rwanda and Burundi from geographically isolated countries into connected trade hubs. The final phase into the DRC would tap into the mineral-rich heart of the continent. This project is about integration. It's about African countries building a shared infrastructure for a shared future. It's saying that trade between neighbors shouldn't be an obstacle course. Watch these trains roll. They are carrying the future of East African commerce. But what about crossing the very fabric of the continent? Enter the most ambitious infrastructure project ever conceived in Africa. The Trans-African Highway. Envision a connected Africa from coast to coast. A modern highway from Lagos, Nigeria, on the Atlantic Ocean, to Mombasa, Kenya, on the Indian Ocean. That's the Lagos-Mombasa Highway. Over 6,000 kilometers of paved road linking 10 countries. Think about that drive. You'd pass through the cultural whirlwind of Lagos, navigate Cameroon's lush landscapes, speed through the forests of the DRC, sweep past the Great Lakes of East Africa, and finally, feel the Indian Ocean breeze in Mombasa. This isn't a fantasy. Large sections of this highway are already complete and in use. The gaps are slowly, steadily being closed. The impact is profound. It creates a seamless corridor for cross-border trade. A farmer in Ivory Coast can get goods to a market in Uganda. A manufacturer in Kenya finds a new consumer base in Nigeria. It promotes tourism on an epic road trip scale. It fosters cultural exchange. It makes Africa feel smaller, more united, more accessible to itself. The challenges are immense. Maintaining such a long road through different climates and terrains is a perpetual task. Border crossings need to become smoother. Security in some regions is a concern. Yet, the project inches forward. Because the alternative, a fragmented continent of isolated economies, is no longer an option. This highway is a literal path to integration. It's concrete, asphalt, and ambition, stretching further than the eye can see. Now, let's shift our gaze from the ground to the digital realm. Because Africa's transformation isn't just physical. It's virtual. And it's happening at lightning speed. Sub-Saharan Africa has one of the youngest populations in the world. It's also one of the fastest-growing markets for smartphones. But for years, a digital divide persisted. Internet access was often slow, unreliable, and expensive. Enter the satellite internet revolution. Companies like SpaceX's Starlink are changing the game. They are launching constellations of thousands of small satellites into low Earth orbit. The goal? To blanket the entire planet with high-speed, low-latency internet. For Africa, this is revolutionary. A school in a remote village in Malawi can access the same online library as a student in London. A doctor in a rural clinic in Zambia can consult with a specialist in Cape Town via real-time video. A farmer in Somalia can check market prices for his crops instantly. This is not a distant future. It is happening right now. Dishes are appearing on rooftops from Rwanda to Nigeria. But it's bigger than just one company. Other projects, like the Google-backed Equiano subsea cable, are landing on African shores. These cables provide the backbone for even more data. The combined effect is a digital Big Bang. It enables remote work, creating global opportunities for African talent. It supercharges tech startups in Nairobi's Silicon Savannah and Lagos's Yabakan Valley. It allows content creators to build global audiences. This digital leapfrog is perhaps the most transformative megaproject of all. It's connecting minds. And connected minds are the ultimate engine of innovation. Speaking of leapfrogging, let's talk about a literal jump in transportation. In many major African cities, traffic congestion isn't just an inconvenience. It's a daily economic and social crisis. Hours are lost sitting in traffic. Productivity evaporates. Pollution worsens. But one city is aiming to soar above the gridlock. Lagos, Nigeria. A megacity of over 20 million people. Its roads are famously clogged. The solution? The Lagos Blue Line rail. But not just any rail. An elevated metro system that runs above the traffic. The first phase is already operational, carrying thousands of passengers daily. The vision is a comprehensive network across the city. This project is a case study in urban transformation. It provides a reliable, safe, and fast alternative to the chaotic road network. It gives people back their most precious resource, time. It reduces the city's massive carbon footprint. It sparks development around its stations. The success in Lagos is a blueprint. It shows other African megacities, like Kinshasa, Dar es Salaam, or Cairo, that there is a way out of the congestion trap. It proves that African cities can build modern, efficient public transit. The Lagos Metro isn't just moving people. It's moving a city towards a more sustainable and livable future. Finally, we look to a source of life that has also been a source of conflict. Water. North Africa faces extreme water scarcity. The Nile River is the lifeline for Egypt and Sudan. But upstream, Ethiopia has long sought to develop its own resources. This tension has fueled disputes for generations. Enter the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, or GERD, a colossal structure rising on the Blue Nile. It is now complete and operational. For Ethiopia, it's a matter of national pride and development. The dam will generate over 5,000 megawatts of electricity. It will power Ethiopian homes and industries. It will allow Ethiopia to export power to its neighbors. It's a catalyst for pulling millions out of energy poverty. For Egypt and Sudan downstream, the concerns are existential. They worry about water supply for their agriculture and populations. Years of fraught negotiations have followed. The GERD is more than a dam. It is a geopolitical puzzle. It tests Africa's ability to manage shared resources through diplomacy. It forces a conversation about equitable use, not historical claims. The outcome will set a precedent for the entire continent. Can African nations find a win-win solution? The hope is that the dam becomes a bridge, a source of shared electricity rather than a wall of division. Its success or failure will echo far beyond the Nile Valley. 6 megaprojects. From the thunder of the Congo to the silence of a satellite signal. From steel rails stitching nations together to a dam holding back both water and tension. This is the new Africa. Not a continent waiting for help, but a continent building its own destiny. These projects are about connection. Connecting power grids. Connecting markets. Connecting cities. Connecting people to the internet and to opportunity. Connecting ambitions to reality. The challenges are real. Funding gaps, political hurdles, and environmental concerns are part of the story. But the momentum is undeniable. A new narrative is being written. Not with words, but with concrete, fiber optic cable and political will. It's a narrative of agency, innovation, and breathtaking scale. So, the next time you think of Africa, see this. See the construction sites. See the engineers. See the code being written. See the connections being made. The transformation has already begun. And it's moving at full speed. What an incredible time to witness it. What do you think will be the most transformative project? Let us know in the comments below. If you want to see more videos about the future of our world, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Thanks for watching.